Hello everyone, and welcome to my review of my 2022 LEGO Star Wars Separatist Army. I've finally got all of my droids out here to review. I'm really excited to show you all the droid army. But in addition to all of my droids and droid vehicles, I also have a lot of the Separatist leaders and other Separatist members like Geonosians and Umbarans and their vehicles that are related to them. So even though they're not part of the droid army, they're still members of the Separatists. So I thought I might as well include them here. But that's not what I'm going to be doing for my clone army review that's going to be coming out pretty soon. I'm not going to be including any like Jedi or other Republic members. That one's just going to be strictly clones. But we're not here to talk about the clones today. We're here to talk about the droids. So let's go ahead and get into this review. I have a total of 308 figures in this army, and that is including all of the droids like the Droidekas and dwarf spider droids. But first I'm going to start up here with the Separatist leaders. So we've got Count Dooku, General Grievous, Asajj Ventress. Over here is Nute Gunray and EVA4D, General Grievous's doctor. Poggle right there, and TX-20, the tactical droid. And then on the ends here, we've got two of the Nemoidian guards. For the rest of the non-droid separatists, I have 11 Geonosians. I have 5 here with the wings, 3 back there without any wings, and 3 over there of the zombie Geonosians. And then I also have 6 Umbaran soldiers. I think they only come in the Umbaran cannon, but I got a few extra of them. And then, starting with the main droids, we've got 2 of Dooku's pilot droids. That one doesn't really look at all like the actual one. This one looks a lot more like it, but this was a Clone Wars one, and this was an Attack of the Clones one. But they're both supposed to be like the same kind of droid, so that one looks weird. But then we also have 5 battle droid commanders. 3 of these regular ones with just the yellow markings on the head, and then 2 of these ones with the yellow torsos. And now, here we go. All of the plain B1 battle droids. I have a total of 160 of these droids. They've been around since the beginning of LEGO Star Wars. And I think the only change they've undergone is the updated arm mold that allows them to hold their blasters correctly. But I'm very satisfied to have this many droids. It is definitely a formidable army. Here's a cool looking surface level shot for you. And behind them, we'll move on to some of the variants of B1 battle droids. So here I have 12 of the pilot droids. A couple of them just have the plain blue torsos. Most of them have the blue torsos with the like tan markings in the middle. And this one guy has the inverse. It's just the tan body with some blue markings in the middle there. He's kind of cool. We have 2 more just plain B1 battle droids right there. And now we have 7 of the security battle droids. They have a couple different designs, like some with the plain red torsos and some with the tan markings. And we have 8 of the tank driver battle droids, the cool green designs. I really like their detail on their faces. That's pretty nice. And they've only showed up in some recent sets, but I think they only appeared in like some of the first episodes of the Clone Wars. So that's nice that we've gotten a lot of these. We also have 2 of the Geonosian battle droids right there, the like orange-brown color, and 1 of the Geonosis battle droid commanders, just like the regular yellow markings on the head and the little dot in the center. And we also have 11 of the rocket battle droids. 2 of them are the commanders, and they have the same Geonosis color, but with some gray arms and legs and the jetpacks on the backs. Behind them, there's just this cool little display of battle droids I got. It's just 2 of the old, just regular plain B1s and a battle droid commander. But this was from the year 2000, I believe. They did a few of these little like minifigure packs with these display stands, and I just got this battle droid one. It just looks kind of cool. Moving on to the super battle droids, I have 29 in total, but these first three rows up here, I have 21 of the just regular super battle droids. They've got the two normal arms and just a nice silvery gray color. And back here, I have 7 of the super battle droids with the rocket arms there. I've got the wrist rockets, and they appeared in a couple of Clone Wars sets. And then right here, I have a rare blue super battle droid. I believe he only came in one set, and that was the 2002 Republic gunship. But yeah, he is a highly sought after figure, and I got him for, well, yeah, he was pretty expensive, but I got him on Bricklink because I really wanted to have this super cool looking figure. Then we have 11 commando droids. I really love these droids. They're like my favorite all-time type of droid in Star Wars. But I'm still kind of disappointed that they use the super battle droid legs for them. I think they're supposed to be like the same height as regular battle droids, so I don't know why they didn't use the normal battle droid legs. But they still look great. We've got 10 of the regular ones and one of the commando droid captains with just some extra markings on the face. And then back here we have a PK-4 droid, just a small Separatist worker droid. And then 2 buzz droids. Here I believe these both came in those vulture droids right there. These are, I don't think these are technically Separatist droids, but I just wanted to include them anyway. I have 8 of the IG assassin droids, 3 of these silver ones, and 5 of these black ones. And, sorry. And then to the far left, I have 8 Magna Guards. These are also really, really cool droids. I don't think these have been made in the past, like, 12 years, I think. I think they put them in, like, 2 sets, and that was it. So I really wish they'd re-release some more Magna Guards, because we saw them in Revenge of the Sith. I think they could come in some Revenge of the Sith sets. And finally, for the characters, they're not really minifigures, but I didn't think they counted as vehicles, so I just wanted to include them here. I have 10 Droidekas, 8 of these little ones, the most recent designs, 1 of the 2007 Droidekas, I think, and this one's from like 2011 or 12. And then we have a Sniper Droideka. It came in one of the Umbara sets, even though it wasn't actually on Umbara. And then we have 3 Dwarf Spider Droids. This is one of the older ones, the brown colored ones, and 2 newer ones. This one was in the 2013 Spider Droid, and this one was in the newest no, not the newest one, but pretty recent ATRT. It was the 20th anniversary one. But it had I think it had a bit of a different like cannon and an antenna, but I just modified it to make it look a lot more like this one because I like this one the best. And now moving on to the vehicles, I'll start with these 3 vulture droids I have. This one is, this also came in the Ahsoka's Jedi Starfighter set, and these 2 were sets by themselves in 2014. And then I also have 2 Hyena bombers, a lot bigger vulture droids basically, and they can drop bombs. Behind those, I've got a couple of Hailfire droids. This one is from 2008, and this is a little larger one from 2015. But then we also have the, not UCS, but the Technic Hailfire droid from 2002 or 3. I got this a couple of years ago, and I don't have any other Technic Star Wars sets, but I thought this one looked super cool. It's actually, I think it's more of like to minifigure scale than these very small ones, even though it's not like to scale with the rest of these vehicles. Behind the Technic Hailfire droid, I have both Grievous's and Count Dooku's ships. Grievous is the cool, sleek gray design, some nice little like orange and yellow details, and a couple of guns, I think on the top and the bottom. And then Dooku is the brown, like Geonosian kind of design of a more advanced Geonosian starfighter. It's supposed to have the like sail on it, but there probably wasn't any good way to make that in Lego, so it's fine for them to not include it. But the wings, part of the wing tips can like fold out and separate, and it's got a couple of guns, and it can fit like a couple little speeders in it too. I've got to switch to a bird's eye view to look at these, but I have two different MTTs. This one is from 2014 or 15, and this one is from 2007. I think this one's a lot cooler. It's quite a bit bigger than that one, and it can hold a lot more troops. I also have two different spider droids. This one's from 2008, and that one is from 2013. And then back here we have one Geonosian starfighter from 2011, I believe. Then there's a Separatist cannon. It's got 4 legs, so it can kind of move around, and it can raise and lower. It's got a gunner's seat right there. There's a typical Separatist shuttle with that weird fin on it. The cockpit can open up, and it's also got a door on the back with like a little sliding seat or something that Newt Gunray uses. We've got 3 Separatist little speeders here. 2 of these I think are Dooku's personal speeder, and this one's just like a regular droid speeder. Then we have 2 AATs here. This is these are the versions from 2008 or 9, and these are my favorite versions of the AAT. It's I believe it's the biggest version, and while it's not like the most detailed and the blue colors might not all match, I just think it just looks the coolest. It's got a couple of opening hatches, including one on the back where there's like a little supply cart or something, and you can fit a couple of battle droids in it and on the surface as well. Then we have General Grievous's wheel bike. It's a little weird vehicle, but it's still cool. It's got the big wheel and a couple of guns, a little spot for Grievous on the other side, I think. And then there's 3 Geonosian cannons. I really like this like orangish brown, sort of Geonosis brown color scheme. You know, with just the regular brown, but it has quite a few guns actually. Just the regular one, and then it can fire. Each one can fire a couple of missiles on the bottom, and it can also raise and lower. So these are some pretty nice detailed cannons. Then we have Grievous's speeder from some of the later seasons of Clone Wars. It kind of looks like these droid gunships here, but you can fit a couple of droids on it. It's a little bigger than I think the actual speeder was, but I think that's not the worst thing ever, because you can fit like 4 extra droids on here, like some of Grievous's Magna Guards or something. And then I have 3 droid gunships, 2 over here and 1 over there. That one and this one here are the newest versions from 2019, I think. And then this one is the 2008 version. Both of these ones can like fire missiles and stuff. They have opening hatches, and maybe one or both of these, I think the cockpit can detach from the main like dish. So a lot of cool details. A really complicated droid ship. Moving to the other side, I've got 2 Octoptara droids back there. These are the smaller versions from Revenge of the Sith. They were huge in Clone Wars, but I think this set captures how big they were in Revenge of the Sith. They're a bit smaller than the ones we see in Clone Wars. Then we have an Umbaran cannon, pretty big Umbaran vehicle. This one's actually quite a bit smaller than the actual Umbaran cannon. Well, I guess most of these sets are smaller in scale, but it's got a huge cannon with that firing missile, couple of legs you can move, and the front and back hatches you can open and put 2 Umbarans in. Then we have 2 more AATs. These are the not as cool versions from 2020. There's a couple of opening hatches, and a couple of guns there, some firing missiles on the bottom, but overall they just don't look as good as the 2008 versions. And then here is not an official Lego set. This is the defoliator tank that we see in a couple episodes of Clone Wars. And this was a custom design that I got instructions for at Brick Vault. You can go on their website and order like custom instructions for certain sets, and they'll give you like a part list, and you can order all the parts from Bricklink and build one of these yourself. So that's pretty cool. It's like a modified AAT with this special orange cannon on top. And then we have an assassin droid speeder right there. Not really much to see, but it's got a couple of missiles and some cannons over there. Oh, I think I actually modified that. The original version didn't have the cannons, but I added those because it was an easy fix. We have two droid carriers over here. This one's a smaller one from 2011 or 12. And then this one is another modification by me. This is supposed to be half as long, but I got two of these when the set came out in 2015, I think it was, and I just combined them to make a huge droid carrier. So I think, even though it's not, I don't know if the droid carriers are supposed to be that long. I think it's a cool design, just so you can fit twice as many droids on one vehicle. Then I've got three STAPs, just the little droid speeders. Two of them are the blue Separatist ones, and there's a brown Trade Federation one. Then we have a Tri-Fighter. This is the 2010 version, and yeah, it's got quite a few guns. You can fit a minifigure inside that little pod in the center, but I don't think you're supposed to fit any people inside it. It's just a droid ship, so it operates on its own. But I've always really liked this design, just the three sort of wings and the engines on the back. Yeah, that one looks really cool. I've got a so-called Magna-Guard Starfighter. The Magna-Guards use these for a little bit in the Clone Wars movie, but I think we actually see these in a few other places in Star Wars. Just a really cool Starfighter design. I like the engines, and there's some guns on the side. I don't know if those are supposed to be guns or just like the front extensions of the engines. And then there's a little like cargo container in the back. So yeah, I really like that one. And then finally, I have two tank droids. This one's from 2008, and this one's from 2013. That's Attack of the Clones, and this one's Clone Wars. They both got the rolling treads and a few guns. Those are pretty cool. And that's gonna do it for my Separatist army. This is such a cool looking army. It's really satisfying to see all these droids together. I'm really happy with how this turned out. And this is definitely an army that I'd like to build up a lot more in the future, especially with just more of the plain B1 battle droids, because I could always get a lot more of those. But also with more of like the super battle droids and Magna Guards and whatever. But I hope you enjoyed this review. And like I said at the beginning of the video, my next and final review is going to be my Clone Army review. So I hope you'll check that out if you want to see the epic conclusion of my review series. And thank you for watching this video. Alright, hope to see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.